Okay, there's my mic. I've been japping and using my little shaky voice here for a while, but you have seen my uh, the graphics at least for silver and platinum. Thomas, Terry, Daniel, Brian Banks, and Peter P12345, platinum. Diego Cosco, Chris Bourne, Steve Young, Stuart Packham, and Jonathan Wood. I don't think Packham is racing, is he? Yes, he is, but Steve Young is not racing today. He's going to miss today. But qualifying have started, and also I have missed 2 races. I've had medical issues preventing me from, doing this. Refertech and Syndeo, our sponsors. We really appreciate our sponsors, and they make this happen for us. Let's go to the game stream. Terry Trowbridge, welcome. I think today Cosco for sure gonna be in the top. We'll see. But he is just unbelievably fast. Chris Bourne, hopefully he's going to be able to bring the challenge to Cosco. And let's see, do we have... Yeah, we only have 18 cars today, unfortunately. There's a lot of people that have signed off. Thomas Regner, who is P1 in the championship after 2 races, he is racing today. Glad to see that. Need to lubricate my voice a little bit. If my voice goes away, I will just run this on autopilot and let the AI do his thing. Chris Bourne puts down the fastest lap so far. And we can see there on the deltas who is up on a good lap. We have been Chaya. I haven't seen him that much, but here we see him. He's up a second, almost a second as he finishes this lap. This is a fun track though, a little bit tricky. And P5 he goes up to, but pushed down to P6 pretty quickly. So as you notice here, we have both silver and platinum qualifying together today in this season 20. I guess it just became like that. We have Peter Nilsson. He's been also driving LMU. I have focused only on LMU at the moment. It's about what I can focus on. Hard to race 2 different simulators. They are quite different. So, but I've had some success in LMU though. I like it. But we are in ACC now, so why am I blabbing? So Mish Panov was really fast last season. Let's see what he can do this season. What did he do last time? He has two P5s so far in his Mustang. We have a couple of Mustangs in the championship here in Platinum. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have only 12 Platinum drivers actually today in the championship. And I think we have, what is it, 18 silver. So what we should think about when we do the next championship, just spitballing here, is to maybe try and even out the groups just quantity-wise. But we'll see. Here we have Brian Hartford in the US of A livery there in the Mustang. Banks in front of him. Here we go into his cockpit. So let me know if the audio levels are okay. Normally I don't change them. I think they've been using this for the longest time, so I hope it's okay. Now my voice is a little bit less trebly. So maybe that's a problem. Who knows? Kevin Torrance, our resident Kiwi, P17 right now in the total. BMW is his car. And you see the white placards are for platinum and the gray ones are for the silver class. So 18 cars on track, so we get all of them into the timing pylon. That's kind of nice. Hey, Jan Saunders, welcome. So I hope we're going to see a little battle here. Koskio and Bourne for sure. Then Wood and Packham, I think that's what we're going to see in the top 4 there in the platinum. Let's see if Thomas can fight off Terry Trowbridge. And perhaps Peter Nilsson. Yellow flag there on Panov. Koskio looking to do the fastest lap. We follow Brian Hartford. Yeah. Koskio 1:26.4. I think it's kind of nice with mixed qualifying. It adds a little bit extra spice and challenge for the drivers out there on track. And also makes things go a little bit faster than 15 minutes for each group. So no surprises so far. Platinum drivers are the 7 first there on the timing pylon are platinum drivers. They are the fastest on track right now. Trowbridge and Thomas is pretty close. Let's see what Trowbridge and Thomas. Trowbridge best 1:28.615. Thomas is 1:28.650. Very close. That's Aaron Shannon has is up there too. All right. Let's see if we can get someone else on the screen. We haven't seen Sicker Frank. Is he coming out? No, he sits Benchaya. We looked at Benchaya. Here's our fearless leader, Jeremy Arobas. And then we have Brian Banks in his trusty Ferrari. Daniel Britos has a new livery. And it's our Argentinian driver, Aaron Shannon from Canada. And here's then Thomas in his Porsche. Trowbridge. Nilsson fastest time for silver right now. Nilsson's 1:28.3. So he's 3/10 ahead of those guys. Nice. Good job by him. Mirj Ponov sits in P7 still. Sometimes he's super fast and sometimes he's not. Maybe this is not his track. Who knows? Derek Bird in his trusty Porsche with the livery of Slade. Slade in flame. Here's Nilsson looking to improve. See if he can do even more. Swedish driver to stay ahead of Trowbridge. He's up now. He's not improving at the moment. A little bit more than 3 minutes left. right, I'm just sorting through some graphics I need later. There we are. Okay. Okay, let's see. Koskio is the fastest. What's his time? 1:26.4. 2/10 faster than Chris Bourne. Jonathan Wood have he's in the pits. Not on a valid lap. Chris Bourne, though, he is flirting with the fastest lap. Is he going to make it? Oh, okay. He's just starting here. That's why. So let's see here. Turn off my autopilot. There we go. So let's get in his cockpit. He's up on time, but he needs to do 2/10 in order to grab the P1. Lost a little bit there, went a little bit hard on the curb. This is a really difficult right-hander. Have to be patient to get on the throttle. Have to work the wheel a little bit, but he's up 1/10. Let's see what we can do here. The kind of blind right-hander coming through. Yeah, he's in the territory. If he can keep this up. Here's the chicane. Let's see if he can clip that corner. Nicely done. But he's losing time there. Unfortunately, he looked really good though. And here comes the hairpin. See if this Mustang can push through. No, he's not improving. Will he have time for one more lap? He lost time. All right, he gives up. Pornoff up 4/10. That's going to push him up a little bit, maybe. P6, preliminary P6. Nilsson is pole sitter for silver so far. 9 seconds left. He is not on the lap. Bird is on the lap. Koskio is on the lap. Let's follow Koskio for a little bit. Driving like a maniac. Although Bourne is in the pits, so is Wood. He's just doing this for fun. Oh, look at that, how he takes that. That's crazy. Nice. He must have a really nice setup, because that was so stable as he went through, and he gets that second apex there, and here it comes. See if he can improve. He might take another 10th out of this turn, maybe. No. All right. Okay, Packham comes into the pits. I don't think there's anyone out there competing. Craig Holmes just came out of nowhere as driver number 19. Welcome. He is a platinum driver, but I don't think he's going to put the platinum time on the board. Okay. Let's see what happens here with him. Is he on a time or not? No, he's not. Okay, let's look at the track. Is this the right track? Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Okay. I didn't have I didn't have the actual track layout for that. So yeah, let's just sit tight for a little bit and wait for the race to start. You can go and get a cup of coffee if you're watching. We're going to do the presentation, doing the formation lap. This is going to be a full formation lap as usual. like we do here at eSeniors. And speaking of eSeniors, we have a couple of championships every month. Right now is season 20, so this is our 20th championship season, if you will. So we do LMU racing, we do ACC racing, and we are 50 years and older. You get age verified, and then you can connect on Discord and get into the races. We have daily races, that's Monday through Thursday, where everyone can participate. And then we have a couple of those are actually more geared towards preparation for upcoming championship races. But anyway, you can participate in those, and you can also join up in any of the championships. So we have a GT3 ACC Championship, we have a GT3 ACC Sprint Championship, and we have a LMU GT3 hypercar, like a multi-class championship. That goes on Fridays, and on Sundays we do the LMU Sprint Championship. So 8 races for each championship. And then between these championships, we have a LMU Endurance Championship going on, which is pretty cool. All right, looks like we are about to start. And I'm gonna get the presentation going here. Grid walk. And we're going to and let's remove that. We can remove that one. And here we go, the grid walk. Unfortunately, I don't have Diego's livery. I have synced with Amazing, and I thought he was in there, but I'm not able to see it. So Diego Koskiun starting P1 here for Platinum. Second, P2, Chris Bourne. P3, Jonathan Wood. P4, Stuart Packham. P5, Derek Bird. P6, Mish Panoff. P7, Brian Harford. Pole position for the Silver Group, Peter Nilsson from Sweden. Terry Trowbridge, P9 in total. P10, Thomas Rainier. Won the last race. Let's see what he can do. P11, Aaron, I'm sorry, he's actually, Thomas is the leader in the championship. Aaron Shannon, P11. Then the Britos, also from Argentina, P12. Brian Banks, P13 from Canada. Jeremy Robas, Canada, P14. P15, Michel Benchaya. P16, Sigrid Frank. Kevin Torrance from New Zealand. P17, Arthur Cascan-Gay. P18, and P19, Craig Holmes. He actually platinum, but I think he came in really late, so that's all right. All right, there we go. That's the presentation. Full formation lap, as I mentioned. So 2 Argentinians in this race. I'm gonna put that timing a little bit different. Race gaps, there we go. Let's see if Chris Bourne can get a good start. get an advantage on Koskio. We will soon find out. We're forming up now in pairs. Coming down the last turn. And race 3, season 20 of ACC GT3 Championship with these seniors is about to start. And it looks like Packham is a little bit out of position. Jonathan Wood sits up there, very opportunistic. Well, we see a big gap there. There's the start, because you get good start. And Bourne is really defending a little bit here against Wood. That looks a little bit on the inside. Doesn't get the traction. Ponov is back there. And down here we see Banks and Jeremy. And their Banks goes wide. Way wide. Getting back safely on track. Looks like Bourne has a little bit of a speed here. Let's see if we had, yeah, it was actually noted as an accident. Let's look at that real quick. Contact with Benchaya. Something happens. Oh, there comes Benchaya. Oh, Benchaya. Side on Banks. Don't know what that was about, but he came in a little hot there. But still, up here in front, we have a pretty good gathering. Looking down here, Nilsson, Trowbridge, Renier sits like they started. Oh, what happened there? Jonathan Wood goes into the pits. He probably got a drive-through. We'll see that. I'm going to see that on my screen here soon. If he actually got the drive-through, what a mess for him. Here comes Renier and Trowbridge. Yeah, Renier took Trowbridge. Actually, I want to see that. Here comes Trowbridge. Oh, Trowbridge goes really wide. That's the opportunity that Thomas needed in order to claim P2 for the moment. And here comes. Oh, Trowbridge have a little trouble there with traction. Oh, Benchaya again. What happened with Benchaya? Just continue doing the replay. Here comes Benchaya again. Green car. And he comes on the inside here. Oh, little contact there by Jeremy. Oops. All right. A lot of drama here. What's going on? Pawn of Hartford. Let's try to catch the action. We have fastest lap by Diego. Chris Bourne doesn't have the fastest lap anymore. Let's try to see where is the action. That's Brian Hartford is just actually where the action is right now. Let's look at the cockpit as he challenges Ponov. Oh, let's go forward here. Chris Bourne goes out a little bit. He started to get contact with Koskio. Tries to make something happen. All right, drive-through cleared, car 27. Yep, that was Jonathan Wood. I thought he was sitting super far there in the start, far ahead. Let's look at a little bit further back here. Banks driving in a Platinum. Secret Frank in front. Banks is down 2. And let's look at Daniel Britos. Shannon in front of him. So we're gonna see Jonathan Wood drive like crazy here to try to put himself up somewhere so he can get some points. That's a big mistake he did. Here's Chris Bourne. Holmes is working himself up. He's in P12 on the total right now. Bourne seems to be, you know, in the game here. I see timing pile on all those drivers getting red colors. Normally means that someone is dropping out. I haven't seen that yet though. All right, so Koskio is not running away. That's nice to see. All right, Harford, Panoff and Bird. Interesting little constellation here. We have up here that's chasing Harford up one position. Pushing some pressure on Panoff. Jonathan Wood have passed Benchaya. What happened with Frank? He lost some positions. All right, back to Harford. Harford goes out. Outside track, but he's not losing much to Panoff. Oh, what an exit he got there on Panoff. Look at that. Very nice. Let's see if we can keep that. Panoff challenge on the outside. Oh, Panoff is pushing. He lost that position though. Let's look at Bourne here. Gets a little bit closer. They're lapping very, very evenly, these two guys. Oh, Panoff is just very, very close there. I wonder if he had to pull back a little bit. So anyway, very nice to see that we have a good challenge here down across everyone here. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get Jonathan Wood some screen time. Oh, here he comes on Sikker Frank. So Jonathan obviously in platinum. Frank is not putting up a fight, which is probably a good idea. As Wood gonna continue here up across all the cars to try to recover here. I mean, it's a fairly long race. We have 40 minutes left. Let me put up the number of I want to put up the number of pit stops. There we go. All right. Let's see. Chris Bourne is now a second behind. Looks like Koskio getting up to speed, clocking in yet another fastest lap. And Jonathan Wood have now Torrance in front of him. That is the closest race right now. Kind of more interesting talking point here on see if Jonathan Wood can work himself, how far he can work himself up through the field. He should be faster than many of these drivers ahead of him. Trowbridge out on Thomas now. Nilsson sits pretty there as the leader in the silver. Very nice. Trowbridge, good pace here on Thomas. Get in his cockpit. Getting closer. I felt he almost had to hold back a little bit from not to get too close to Trowbridge or to Thomas in that turn. Good pace. Good exit. Let's see, it's been Shia. Is he making that? I think he did. No, he didn't. Frank came back on him. Oh, Frank looks like he almost went wide there. Let's see if Shia gets a better exit. I think he did. Let's get in the cockpit again. But Shia goes really tight. That doesn't really serve him well in that corner, but he's still staying with the car in front. Sikre Frank. Ooh, pawn off. Something happened. Okay. I think that wasn't contact. It was just lost it. Okay, let's see what is going on here. So Shannon has passed Trowbridge. Sikre Frank have a... Oh, is that an accident? I think it is. Oh, it's been Shia again. What's going on here now? Oh, no, 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 no. Ouch. Not good. No more comments. So, something happened with Nilsson. Did he just drop? No, I'm sorry, Nilsson. Okay, there is Nilsson, sorry. It's Polov that dropped under him, so that's what confused me a little bit. So yeah, here's Nilsson. Doing good work. Hartford is now... Hartford, not Hartford, but Hartford up on Bird. Wood working himself through the field. And just past Banks. See if we can see how that happened. All right, nicely on the inside there. Beautiful pass. That's how we do it. Chris Bourne lost a little ground. Still really lapping very evenly with Koskio, but we dropped back to a second. That's not much. Anything can happen. Shannon and Trowbridge, though, very, very close at the moment. 1/10 between these two guys. Let's see if Trowbridge can do something here. All right, Trowbridge did the pass. Nicely done. Actually, I want to see that if we can. Okay, he just took inside there. Shannon went very wide, so that's what took care of that. Okay, something happened now. Someone dropped out. Yeah, I think, and here comes Jonathan Wood. I think Robas gave that away. So I think Hey, Brian, welcome. Yeah, Benchaya dropped out of the race. That's what happened here. Had a couple of unfortunate pass attempts. So not a good race for Benchaya. So he dropped out. Maybe he realized that he was better served not knocking anyone else. All right. How's Chris Bourne doing? He's still hanging on here. Within a second, still lapping very, very closely with Koskio. Let's see what kind of strategy they're gonna have on the tires, these two guys. Maybe Chris Bourne's chance is an undercut, but they're so even here. Not seeing if that strategy would work to do undercut. But we'll see. Craig Holmes working himself up. He's one of the drivers that was very late in qualifying. Tried to pass Britos, and then Jonathan Wood got a drive-through early on at the start actually, and is now working himself up through the field. We could actually do a little session position delta. Here we go. Koski and Bourne, they sit where they started. Big loser here, Jonathan Wood, like I mentioned. Otherwise, most cars don't have any big thing. Oh, that's self-inflicted wound there. Frank goes out. Still 1 second between these guys. Peter Nilsson, he is the guy when it comes to silver. And oh no, I don't want that like that. There's car number, and then we want to have race gaps. There we go. All right, let's see what's going on here. Brad Banks, challenge on Robas for position. Silver group. Yeah, if you don't practice your pit stop. Oh, what happened with Nilsson? What happened with Nilsson? No, my friend Nilsson. Let's see. Yeah, self-inflicted. Let's see, Nilsson, he's 36. Let's see if we can repeat that. Okay, here's Nilsson. Oversteer. Perhaps. See what happens. If I catch this or not. Oh! Went a little bit harder on the curb probably and just bounced him off into the sand trap. Oh, what a disaster for him. Jonathan Wood goes into the pits now. Normally, or not normally, but I've seen Jonathan being really creative when it comes to his pit stops, doing them really, really, really late. But not this time. Going in early. About halfway. Here's Harford. Oh, now look at that. Look at that. Here comes Chris Bourne on Koskio. Good push here. They both lap in 1:26.8, and we see Jonathan Wood comes out in clean air there. He didn't have to contend with these two guys. Caston Gay in the pits. All right, let's see here. Chris Bourne took a little different line there too. Oh, it goes a little bit out. Lost a little traction there, but still very close. Oh, Koski got a better run out of there. Here comes Chris. Collecting a couple of tenths here in this, on this straight. How's he going to do? Oh, nice. Good run. Goes on the inside here to try to intimidate. Opens up the turn a little bit more on Koskio. But Koskio stays ahead. Last sector was good for Koskio. He was able to keep Bourne at bay. They're still racing. So we have had a couple of pit stops. Jonathan did the pit stop. Shannon did the pit stop, and Aaron's was a little bit long. Banks passed Arobas. Arobas now passing Banks again. Can we look at that maybe real quick? Yeah, he takes that on the inside. Banks goes wide. Nicely done. Well, now I'm going to put up the times. So we see here 1:27.4, 1:27.7 was last lap for Chris. So Koski was a little bit faster last lap. This is the strong section here. These couple of turns seems like Koski have a good command of this. And the last lap, he was able to stay ahead of Chris after this turn right here. He's coming out of that one really well. Look at that. And here comes Bourne, throwing himself into the pit stop. All right, so last was 1:27.1 by Koskio. Let's see if he's gonna keep up the pace. Jonathan Wood past Trowbridge, not for position. Jonathan is still working himself through here. Bourne as well as Bird in the pits. Let's see what Koski are gonna do. Brito's in the pits, several guys, Pornoff, Holmes, several guys in the pits right now. Let this shake out. We'll keep an eye on Diego if he's gonna go in or not. A little bit early everyone goes in. Normally it's like 25 minutes. Now Banks comes up on Arobas again. Okay, Koski goes into the pits. Pit stop for Chris Bourne was 32.8 for the total. Pretty good, I think. I think 23.3 stop time. I still haven't understand the data I'm looking at from ACC here on the pit stop length. But let's see. Here comes Bourne through the hairpin. And let's see if Koskio is on his way. Yeah, there's Koskio. And here's Bourne. All right, let's see what delta do we have now between these two guys. Oh, traffic in front of Bourne. So let's see, he did a 29.6 in pit stop. Oh, yeah. Diego gained like 3 seconds almost in his pit stop to Bourne. That wasn't good. That's unfortunate for Bourne. So Bourne has to push. Let's see how we're doing in the silver. Thomas is in the lead in the silver. I think that's going to stay after the pit stops. Don't see why. He had a pretty decent pit stop. But Diego he has the fastest pit stop. 29.6 total. And Chris Bourne had a 32.8. There's Jonathan Wood behind Thomas. That's not for position, obviously. See how they negotiate that. Yeah, Bourne comes on the inside there, nicely done. Thomas realized better keep my efforts to my fellow drivers in the same group. No tire change for Diego. We get that here. Okay, that can explain it. That will be interesting now. So yeah, Koskio have not fulfilled his requirements. No, that's okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so my software shows me that he has not fulfilled, but tires are optional. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how it looks like when it comes to his tire wear when it comes to the end. Yeah, so he gains 5 seconds. So that explains it. That explains it. So let me just check something here. Turn off that leaderboard, and I'm gonna put timetable. No. Yeah, Koskio is green, so it's just my software. So disregard my leaderboard there. It actually says. Maybe I can fix that. Let's see. Yeah. So anyway, Koskio have done their stop, and he should be green. It's just unfortunately I can't see that because he did such a short pit stop. Normally, the software looks at a 30-second minimum pit stop. That's a little bit irritating. Maybe I should. Should I do this one instead? No. Broadcasting. Never mind. All right, Koskio is okay. Let's just put it like that. That's the easiest. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Chris have actually picked up some time here. So this is going to be really, really fun to see how he is going to be able to catch Koskio. Koskio's last lap was 1:28.1. Chris Bourne is 4 seconds faster, so we can put that up here. If you look at the times there, or actually almost a second faster was Chris. So you see the last sector where we are right now, that's actually very strong for Koskio, like I mentioned before. Let's see how we do here. Let's look at the times. I think that might be a bit mistake for Koskio. I think he could have held the pace. Anyway, yeah, 1.2 here now for Chris. He is picking up the delta here. This is going to be interesting. Meanwhile, back in the land of silver, Thomas sitting pretty safe for the moment. Trowbridge, he's doing a 28.9. Trowbridge 28.9. Exactly the same time, actually. There's almost like 100 between them. But yeah, this, I think that what we want to watch right now are these guys. And Jonathan is up in P5 right now. Here comes Chris Bourne. I think Mr. Koskio did a big mistake. I think even if he, yeah, here he doesn't have the traction. Wow, that's cool. That's some strategy. It's nice when people have different strategy. This time it just didn't work out. Let's see now how we do on timing again. Yeah, Chris Bourne is much faster. Yeah, John, there was quite a delta there on time between, he was fastest, Diego, when it comes to the pit stop. So I think that calls for the speculation that he didn't take any tires. And the way also Chris have catched him certainly shows that he doesn't have the pace all of a sudden. So I think he's on the old tires, pretty sure. All right, so Thomas is in the lead for silver. Nilsson, unfortunately, unforced error, oversteered and lost a lot of ground. Another thing was Jonathan Wood, unfortunately got a got a drive-through from his starting position. Has climbed up to P5 though. Nicely done by Jonathan. He's right now lapping almost his personal best. So Chris Bourne is running away. All right, let's see. Who should we look at? Nilsson. Derek Bird, all of a sudden, all the way in the back. What happened? Here passes Torrance. What happened with Bird? He had a good pit stop. Derek. Actually, Derek might have not. Well, he has 2 pit stops. Why is that? Oh, okay, let's see. Stop and go, and then Ponov got a drive-through, and Derek Bird got a drive-through. Probably speeding in the pit lane then, huh? Chris Bourne now fastest time. Pawnov getting hold of Shannon. So that explains it. Bird and Pawnov. Yeah, I think you have to do tire changes in ACC because they were so close, you know, Chris and Koskio. So he didn't, and still I felt that Koskio had the advantage anyway. So I don't think he had any reason to put that risk out there. So that's unfortunate. We'll have a chat with Chris as well as Thomas if they stay in their positions after the race here. Pawnov coming up on Britos, not for position. Let's see if Britos will let him pass or not. Oh, Britos went out there, little bump. Here's that corner, it's so difficult. It's easy to oversteer on that one. And here's that blind. Chris Bourne now 5 seconds ahead of Koskio. I think it's the last time we see Koskio not changing tires. Let's see here if Pawnov goes on the inside. Yep, there he comes. So last lap, Chris Bourne did a 1:27.2. Diego Koskio did a 1:29.0. So yeah, no doubt he didn't change tires. Okay, less than 13 minutes remaining. Something happened. Torrance got really slow all of a sudden. Probably let Bird through. Oh, okay, it was he got lapped. Okay, who are we to look into? Stuart Packham, comfortable there, P3. And Thomas sits pretty safe, sitting there in the P1 for silver. Great job there, up 4 positions for him. Behind him, Trowbridge up 2 positions from his qualifying. Craig Holmes up 11 position. He didn't do really a good completed qualifying, so he has been racing up the field. Mirj Pawnov down 3 positions, had to serve a drive-through. Unsure why. Daniel Britos. As Shannon behind him, up 2 positions. Shannon is racing in P11 in the totals. That's where he started. Jeremy up 2 positions. Derek Bird lost 8 positions, so he needed to do a stop and go. I can't remember if stop and go, if that's when you have a track violation or if you have speeding in the pit lane. I think maybe track violation was on Pawnov and the stop or drive-through is on speeding in the pit lane. Kevin Torrance up 3 positions. Peter Nilsson, unfortunately, he was pole sitter for silver and oversteered. Unforced error. and got off track. Here is Banks down 3 positions. Arthur Castengay is up 1 position. And Sikir Frank down 2. Oh, something happened. Nilsson. No, still on track. No real close racing at the moment. Letting my trusty automatic producer do his thing. So fastest lap for Chris Bourne, 1:26.7. That's his fastest lap. All right, stop and go for pit lane. Okay, gotcha. Oh, a little wobble there on Shannon. Had to pull back. Less than 10 minutes remaining. Race 3, eSeniors ACC GT3 Championship. So next race in this championship, that's gonna be Laguna Seca next Saturday. Unfortunately, I will not be able to broadcast. I have visitors in town, so I'm gonna be busy Saturday night. Oh, Shannon goes wide. Not really any close racing. Look at this view for a little bit. Kind of a dizzying view on this track. So a win here will solidify the position for Mr. Thomas on silver. He is currently in the lead ahead of Trowbridge. So that's exactly where he sits. There's only 1 point between these two guys in the championship, and it's gonna more or less remain like that. Ooh, that's weird. Look at Nilsson jumped up there. Well, okay, he's being lapped maybe. What happened there? Why is Nilsson sitting up there? Ah, okay. Now he's down there. Something strange going on. I think there's someone that's yeah, there's someone that's glitching. So that's why we get this weird jumping back and forth. It could be Nilsson that's glitching. But anyway, Thomas and Bourne. Yeah, it's Nilsson that's glitching. I could see that his car disappeared. All right, well done, Chris Bourne. going through traffic right now. Has a little bit more than 5 minutes remaining. And Trowbridge has 2 seconds. Has picked up a bit. It looks like he's actually gaining on Thomas now. That could be interesting if Thomas can keep the composure here. See what happens. He's gaining on Thomas now. This could be very interesting. Let's do the cockpit. So plenty of time for Trowbridge to do something here, because he is, let's see how he's doing on the times. Well, he is faster. 7/10 faster last lap on Thomas. Let's see if Thomas just had a bad lap or what's going on. Some weird glitching going on because now Shannon sits up there. Wow, super weird. Oh no! We saw it. We saw it. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, how unfortunate. Thomas goes out. Oh, he buckled under pressure. I need to update my graphic. Oh, how frustrating it must be for Thomas. Such a good race. Lucked out really that Nilsson had this unfortunate oversteer. But don't count Thomas out. Let's see if he can put enough pressure here, as it's probably good run on Trowbridge right now. Almost 2 minutes left. That's going to be this lap and one more. Derek Bird close to Trowbridge or Britos, but not for position. This is the fight right now. Chris Bourne is 16 seconds ahead of Koskio. Wow. Oh, here comes, got a good run there, Trowbridge. I'm sorry, Thomas. All right, this is it. I think this is going to be his chance. Thomas, if he can do it. It's traffic. Negotiating the traffic well. Sikre Frank. Let's get in the cockpit here of Thomas. I see on the last lap. 1 second behind. Oh, he downshifted. I think that was a little mistake maybe. Probably has to save himself. Oh, he gets a good run. But Trowbridge is still ahead. Gaining. Good exit. 36 seconds. That's gonna be the last lap. Trowbridge, oh I'm sorry, Chris Bourne is not ending his lap yet, so there actually might be another lap for Trowbridge and Thomas. Yeah, so Chris Bourne is behind them, so I think there's going to be another lap. Oh, Thomas is pushing now. He's going to be able to do it. Okay, this is going to be it for Chris Bourne. Great race by him, staying steady, rock steady, just doing his thing, letting Chris Koskio do the mistake of not changing tires. There it is, winner Chris Bourne. So we are jumping back here. All right, so Thomas, quite a distance now. Oh, Thomas is cutting that corner just to gain maximum. He's now 1.5 seconds behind. He's not gaining. Let's stay with him now for the moment. Oh, a little wobble. Let's see now if Trowbridge can keep the cool. Keep the composure. Goes through the last chicane. Oh, you can see the fireworks, the celebrations. This is for the win in the silver. This is gonna take Trowbridge to P1 in the championship. Will it happen? Is he gonna keep it together? Yes, I think he will. He comes over the line, and there is Trowbridge, the winner for silver. Chris Bourne, the winner for platinum. Let's go to the interviews. That's great. Let's see. Interview. We need to change that podium. That's another podium. Open. There we go. Let's get someone in to talk to if we can. Let's see. Get Trowbridge. Oh, where did Trowbridge go? I don't see him.
Hello, Krista.
Oh, there you are, Terry. Hi. Congratulations. Good pressure on Thomas.
That was a hard race.
It was, huh? Yeah, I can imagine.
I lost about 5 seconds in the pit stop. I cannot get a decent pit stop no matter how hard I try. And I lost about 5 seconds to Thomas in the pit stop, and I just had to keep just plugging on and see if I got close and see if I could force him into a mistake.
Yeah, and I think
luckily I did.
Yeah, and this and I'm gonna pull in Chris here too. And this track is just, I mean, it's full concentration on it. So
yes.
I can imagine there was a lot of pressure on him. So
well
great.
done, Chris.
So you're 1 point ahead now of Thomas in the championship. So
I know. I've had I think I had a second and 2 firsts or something like that, or 1 first. I can't remember, but I noticed one of them was gone. I think the second place was gone because of the drop thing. It works funny, doesn't it? At the moment, until we've done a few more races.
Yeah.
Well done, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Thanks, Gary.
Boy, did you luck out there on the strategy of Koskio. He didn't change tires.
No, I see. Well, I'm just decompressing.
But you were super even though with him. You were. I was a little bit surprised, but because when he came out of the pits, he was like a couple of seconds ahead of you all of a sudden, because you've been super even throughout.
Yeah, well, I thought that was down because I struggled with the Ferrari in the pits. It seems to doesn't want to turn off and go up straight away. It seems to just take forever to go up in the air. You can hear the engine still ticking on, and then suddenly it just goes up. It just takes forever to go up. So I think it's the car, and I was like, oh, he gained well.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm going to push like a madman.
Yeah, and I
Funny,
noticed that
enough,
you
that's
were
what I do
catching him
first.
so quickly. And then I got the information on the chat that he didn't change tires, so that's explained it, the delta.
Yeah, no, I had to Paul to do something mad to try and beat Diego today because he is different. He's made a different gravy, as it were.
Yeah, I had him actually behind me in the LMU race in the rain at Le Mans, and then we had a good battle, and then he passed me, and then he ran out of fuel, so I passed him again. So I have that feather in my cap that I actually beat
Yeah, I think he's better. I think he's better at ACC than probably Le Mans Ultimate.
Yeah, he probably races
He's in a
more.
different league
It's-
in ACC. I just can't keep up with it. I don't know how he does it. Those times.
I think qualifying was all about that chicane now, that chicane right, and then when I was up, I fluffed the chicane up, and then when I was down, I got the chicane right, and the last lap I messed the chicane up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
great. Point 012. What's that? Number plate away.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Congrats, Diego. If you're there, buddy, and well done, Terry. Third place, Terry.
Second in silver.
Oh,
no,
silver.
first in silver, wasn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot it's that same old. No, sorry, mate.
I
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats both of you. And next time I won't be able to broadcast next Saturday, but it's Laguna Seca, so maybe we can have someone do a recap of that. So we'll see. So great racing.
Laguna Seca, I'll be in the sand. I always do it every time we do Laguna Seca.
Nice. Yeah.
It'd be fun. Yeah. See you later, Krista.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
See you later, Chris.
All right. See you, Chris. Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Okay. Thank you very much. And appreciate you watching. And don't forget to put a like and a subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.